Hello students, I am Piki Kar, a student of 4th semester Kalna College B.Ed Department. Today I am going to present a practicum of EPC. The topic is teaching with the multimedia e-content. The practicum has been guided by Dr. Aniket Sutradhar, Assistant Professor, Kalna College B.Ed section. Now students, we all like to listen stories, right? Especially fairy tales. Students, we all want our freedom. It's always better to go outside, meet new people, have fun, rather than just sit at home and do nothing. Today, we'll enjoy a beautiful short story about a little bird who wanted its freedom. The name of the short story is Princess September, written by William Somerset Maugham, Class 8, West Bengal Board. The spelling of the author is very critical, so pay extra attention to the spelling. Now, let's know about the author, William Somerset Maugham. William Somerset Maugham was a British playwright, novelist and a short story writer. During and after the wars, he travelled to India and Southeast Asia. Of Human Bondage is regarded as Maugham's most important novel. His other important works include The Razor's Edge, The Moon and the Sixpence, etc. The present text is an adapted version of his short story of the same name. Before entering the main text, let's learn some new words. The first word is hop, H-O-P, hop. The exact synonym of hop is jump, J-U-M-P, jump. But there are some differences between these two words. Jump generally refers to a movement where both feet leave the ground at the same time, like he jumped over the puddle to avoid getting his shoes wet. Here you can see the picture. The boy is using his both legs at the same time. Another side, hop refers to a short, quick and usually one-footed movement where the person or animal briefly leaves the ground and lands on the same foot. You can also see the picture. For example, the children hop on one foot while playing. Now, the next word is whip. W-E-E-P, whip. The one word meaning of whip is cry. C-R-Y, cry. Cry refers to the act of shedding tears, often accompanied by vocal sound due to an emotional response such as sadness, pain or distress. For example, she couldn't help but cry when she heard the news. On the other hand, weep is an act of shedding tears in a quiet manner, but for a longer time, typically associated with deep and prolonged sorrow. For example, she tried to keep her composure but finally broke down and started weeping. The third word is delight. D-E-L-I-G-H-T. Delight. The one word meaning of delight is happy. H-A-P-P-Y. Happy. There are some differences between these two words. Delighted is more intense than happy and lasts less time. One might be delighted by news an exam result, a baby being born. For example, she felt delight in reading her favorite book. On the other hand, happy suggests a more universal contentment, although one may be both happy and in a bad mood, like she is always happy. Now, let's read this beautiful short story. Princess September, the daughter of the king of Siam, was very unhappy. She was weeping alone one day in her own room when she saw a little bird hopping. So Princess September was the daughter of king of Siam. One day she was crying, and at that time a little bird entered in her room. Then the little bird began to sing. He sang a beautiful song all about the lake in the king's garden and the willow trees reflected in the still water. So, the theme of the bird song were the lake in the king's garden and the willow trees reflected in the still water. Willow tree is a kind of tree that usually grows near water and has long, thin branches that hang down, as you all can see in the picture. When he had finished, the princess was not crying anymore. "That was a very nice song," she said. "Would you want me to live with you?" said the little bird. After listening the songs, the princess was not crying anymore, and the bird asked her if the princess wanted the bird to live with her. Princess September clapped her hands with delight. Then the little bird hopped onto the end of the bed and sang her to sleep. When she awoke the next day, the little bird was still sitting there, and as she opened her eyes, he said, "Good morning." The princess became very happy. Okay, then the bird sang for her again. When the princess awoke in the next morning, the bird was still with her. So today we have read the first subunit of this story. Next day we will enjoy the next part of the story. I hope you all enjoyed this class. Thank you for listening to me.